Your business identity is everything from what customers see to the paperwork they never do. Northwest is your one-stop business resource. Build your business identity fast with access to thousands of free resources, forms, and step-by-step guides. No account required. Don't wait. Protect your privacy, build your brand, and get your complete business identity in just 10 clicks and 10 minutes. Visit northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD-free and start building something amazing. Get more with Northwest Registered Agent at northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD-free.
Rinse takes your laundry and hand delivers it to your door, expertly cleaned and folded, so you could take the time once spent folding and sorting and waiting to finally pursue a whole new version of you. Like Tea Time You. Or this Tea Time You. Or even this Tea Time You.
Said you hear about Dave?
Or even Tea Time You.
So update on Dave.
It's up to you. We'll take the laundry. Rinse. It's time to be great.
This is Optimal Finance Daily. Financial FOMO. What, why, and how to avoid it. Part 1 by Joel of 5AMJoel.com. What is financial FOMO? You've probably heard of regular FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. It's when you worry or have anxiety about missing out on fun and memorable experiences in life. What about financial FOMO or investing FOMO? Financial FOMO is a little more specific to money and investing. It's when you worry about missing out on financial success or profitable events, and that worry makes you do harmful things to grow your wealth. You constantly research ways to make money, save money, and get ahead. You're excited about finances, but this feeling of excitement is matched equally with a feeling of disappointment from not doing as good as everyone else seems to be doing. Personally, I don't suffer from FOMO, financial or otherwise. I believe FOMO is an unhealthy mindset that makes people their own worst nightmare. Not only is it poisonous to let fear and anxiety occupy your mind, it leads you to do things you usually wouldn't do. It might sound cool to have financial FOMO, but it can actually be detrimental to your financial success. It's the opposite of cool. Example of financial FOMO. A week in the life of Steve. Monday. Steve wakes up at 6 a.m. and is very motivated. He goes for a morning jog while listening to his favorite podcast, the Entrepreneur Investor McMillions Secret Strategy Show. The podcast features a guest speaker who built a $200,000 a year business buying and selling raw land. He outlines 6 easy-to-follow steps for young and hungry beginners to start their own land flipping business. Truly inspiring content for an aspiring investor. Steve is fascinated by what he hears. He gets home from his jog and writes down land flipping on his goal board for the year 2020. Tuesday, Steve goes out for drinks after work. His buddy Tom is at the bar bragging about his latest Bitcoin trade. Tom has been buying small amounts of Bitcoin ever since it was $30 per coin and holds about $350,000 worth of Bitcoin today. He also is successful in meme stocks. Steve feels a little bad that he never bought into Bitcoin back in the day, but Tom assures him he's not too late to enter the cryptocurrency market. Tom's advice is just throw $1,000 into Bitcoin every month or so. It'll be worth millions someday. That night, Steve goes home and spends 3 hours reading news articles and watching YouTube videos about Bitcoin price predictions. Not ready to commit yet, he goes to bed without purchasing anything. Wednesday, someone emails Steve a news article written about Mark Zuckerberg. The article explains how Zuckerberg and his wife started a foundation to fight diseases, and they donated $30 billion to the charity. Zuckerberg was 31 years old at the time. Steve thinks about his own life. Steve is 36 years old and only donates $1,000 a year to charity. He feels horrible about this because it's only a fraction of what Zuckerberg does. Steve goes to bed that night feeling like he's made no impact on the world. Thursday, Steve needs some inspiration, so he goes back to his favorite podcasts. He listens to 3 episodes back to back. In these episodes, experts talk in depth about rental property investing, recession-proof stock picking, and passive income via blogging. These are 3 more strategies that Steve is missing out on, and 3 more reasons for Steve to feel like about himself. Friday. Steve wakes up to a text message from Tom, the Bitcoin guy. The text reads, "Bitcoin just went up 22%. I told you it's a good investment." Steve feels like a real loser. If only he bought Bitcoin on Tuesday, he would have made 22% in 3 days. Dang, he missed out. Trying to feel better, Steve goes on the Choose 5 Facebook page and starts reading some of the group posts. One of the posts reads, "My husband and I just hit FI and we're quitting our jobs next week to travel." Steve is happy for the couple, but inside feels like because he has 16 years of work left before becoming financially independent himself. Saturday. It's been a week of bad luck for Steve, or so he feels. Everyone around him seems to be getting rich, becoming financially independent, and doing it all in a fun and interesting way. Steve is left feeling anxious and worried. Everyone is moving forward, and Steve is being left behind. How can he keep up with what everyone else is doing? Is there some secret to success he's missing? Steve goes to the library and borrows 6 self-help books to see if there are any answers there. The more Steve searches, the more lost he feels. The cycle continues. Problems created by FOMO. Hear that on tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled Financial FOMO, What, Why, and How to Avoid It by Joel of 5AMJoel.com.
Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company. Each one is expensive, overly complicated, and worst of all, none of them are connected. Now imagine a platform that could tackle all of your business management needs in one place. That platform you're imagining? It's Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on a single, simple, easy-to-use software, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo assists in accounting, marketing, inventory, HR, CRM, manufacturing, and everything in between through its user-friendly interface and open source applications. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple.
When you walk into a Burlington, you're walking into amazing prices and great gifts. That's main character energy. Because at Burlington, the holiday savings aren't the only things turning heads. Discover quality finds and perfect presents for everyone on your list, even those who are hard to shop for. Toys and jewelry to new beauty brands and styles, these gifts go seamlessly from our stores to under your tree. Seriously, with these savings, why shop anywhere else?
Burlington deals, brands, wow.
One of the things I've come to learn about money is that it's only as valuable as your clarity on how you'll use it and your comfort level with how much is enough. And you know what screws up this balance of clarity and comfort? Comparison with others. Getting ahead financially is as much about how you feel about your money as it is about how much money you have. And when it comes to comparison, it's the thief of joy. It's also a gigantic waste of time because it depletes your energy when you compare yourself to others. And you need that energy to improve your finances and foster your own sense of direction. Financial FOMO can hold us back because we all have a unique set of circumstances, skills, and preferences that we should be leveraging in unique ways that only we can determine. So for instance, I've made many of my decisions over the last few years to strive for financial independence by the time I reach 40. But my original plan needed to be revised for me to now experiment with self-employment and entrepreneurship. I think we need to be careful about trying to copy too closely how others are managing their finances because it robs us of the clarity and comfort that comes when we're more self-directed. Well, that should do it for today. Have a happy rest of your day and a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow where we'll finish up this post and where your optimal life awaits.